You said about the institutional investors. About that, correct, the most focused themes in recent days, and many companies they are announcing a BNB DAT too. What do you think about the reason that they are announcing DAT of the BNB instead of the Bitcoin or the Solana or ETH?
Yes, DAT has definitely become a buzzword here, especially at this conference. I think people inspired by the company MicroStrategy and MicroSeller. It's a software company started to buy BTC as a digital asset in 2020, and they start to take off and reach 100 billion market cap by the end of 2024. And because of the success of MicroStrategy, the companies, many companies start to do the research of this type of business model. It's actually a very beautiful business model, mainly driven by two drivers. One is the NAV, the net asset value, how much the Bitcoin they hold actually worth. And then another driver is the MNAV. It's a leverage. MNAV means MNAV is 2, means you are invested in the public company. You're paying 1 BTC to hold 0.5 BTC. This is the beauty of it. You may think about why people are doing that, because of the acceleration of the treasury company keep buying it at a good price ratio. Let's say if the market is not rational, the stock price become under 1 MNAV, they buying more to keep buying the treasury. And at the bull market, it keep on growing. They can issuing stock price to buy more treasury. So essentially, that make the company potentially growing the holding of treasury faster. Let's use a simple math. If you're like MicroStrategy last year, their BPS is 1.6, 1.7. And after 2 years, if you use 0.5 BTC to times 1.6 and 1.6, and then you end up owning more than 1 BTC. That's the beauty behind and why people are investing in DAT instead of holding the BTC or BNB itself. It just have a leverage there. However, comes whether we received the demand of 50 teams want to do BNB DAT. Why this very interesting is beyond the two drivers of NAV and MNAV, BNB itself is actually a high yield holding coin where it have supported by a very robust BNB ecosystem from CFI to DeFi. They're accumulating have almost 500 million of users. And we did a calculation for BNB holders. There on average, there's 15 to 20% of APY, which for DAT potentially become the dividend distribution for the shareholders. And there's another layer of driver, which is a deflationary mechanism for BNB, because BNB are burned quarterly, and every transaction on BNB chain will burn partially of the gas fee. So essentially, BNB supply will deflation from 200 million in total to only 100 million. It's the only coin actually have this very rigid deflationary mechanism, which we believe essentially the BNB price will be much higher. Then it becomes a flying wheel to inject the driver into NAV. So this is why when people understand this, they are rushed to run to launch the BNB DAT company.
Now I understand why they're trying to make money there.
Yeah.
You're coming weak. That means you're really interested about the Korean, right?
Yes, definitely.
Recent days, many projects and many entities, they are interested in what's the kind of reason that you think that the Korean.
Yeah, we love Korean investors. We think Korean investors their risk appetite is actually quite high. They are kind of more open-minded to embrace new projects and look into the innovations. Any project actually launched Upbit recently actually kind of going very popular. And also we learned that BitMine, because of Tom Lee did a very good job, a lot of Koreans are actually buying into BitMine. Yeah, so we also received several demand for BNB DAT to be launched here in Korean market. And I came here 7 years ago. I'm so happy to come back and seeing this very vibrant crypto market here. And we love Korean investors.
I also think so. In the Korean market, most of the people is really investing in crypto a lot. Last year, someone said that 40% of the trading of Korean spot trading is made by Korean won. But
Yeah,
that is a reason that we are also believing in crypto, investing in the right things.
yeah.
It's kind of the things that as a media. And about the easy, you guys are entering a new era, right? Like you said, after Genius Act, Trump will becoming a big player, right?
Yeah.
So can you share your visions and kind of the future roadmap that you are preparing for now to prepare for a
Yes. So we shift our investment to focus on direct investment, which is a growing stage of project, to the dumbbell strategy. Actually, we do incubation on the one hand side, and then we also kind of be very selectively invest in those more matured, even post or public companies. The reason because when the overall regulatory policies, the region become more clear and more clear, there are more founders. They come into the space, and we need to cultivate innovations. There are a lot of first-time founders. They don't know how to run companies. They don't know how to do fundraising, and we are there day one to give them the first check and to select them to join our easy residency globally and bring them to do the demo, push them to launch the product and do the demo, showcase to the next wave of investors to support them. So this selection process interview, we emphasize a lot the core drivers of why they are building this, they're solving this. And then we're gonna be very, very selective to invest in our portfolios or the companies already get a proven track record. For example, Ethena is incubated by Easy several years ago. Now they're getting the traction by USDE adoption, and we have a recent reinvestment to try to help them to get more adoption for USDE. We see those new trends of the projects who the founder are capable, they keep building, and they just need more support to bring them to the next level. By this way of the dumbbell strategy, we think we want to help the ecosystem to grow more robustly.
where are your future? So do you have any kind of words that you want to share with the Korean investors or the Korean leaders who are looking for making something or who are trying to invest in the crypto? Do you have any words for the Korean?
I would say think relative long term. Don't rush into invest in project before you really fully understand it. Spending more time to learn about the fundamentals and the drivers, and eventually you can become a very good investor yourself.
Can you share some more details and brief introductions?
Yeah, happy to be here. I'm head of Easy Labs, formerly Binance Labs. Binance Labs established in 2018 with the mission to help grow blockchain and the crypto ecosystem. And we rebranded into Easy Labs beginning of this year, 2025, with the expanding fiduciary and investment focus from Web3 only to add in AI and biotech investment.